remember what we had said before about Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud has a perspective on religion, and he said something about religious thinking and religious teaching. And it was pretty critical. It's got to be considered, right? And what did he say about religious thinking and religious teaching? What was his criticism?
It's not based on experience.
It's not based on experience. Okay. Now we should already be able to kind of say something about that, but that's the first thing. He's saying it's not based on experience. And what about the teachings? What does he say about that?
Rational?
What?
Not critical.
Not critical? Yeah. Anything else?
It's an illusion. It's an illusion.
It's illusory, yeah. But the actual thinking, he made a criticism of that. Okay, Sean?
He's speaking of it's childish thinking.
It's childish thinking. How about how about rationality?
Yes, irrational.
Yeah. So it's not based on reality. It's not based on clear thinking. It's not based on experience, right? We're keeping that in mind. Let's take a look in the folder. Let's take a look in the folder. After we have pages on the fourfold noble truth, on page 6 and 7 in the folder, there's a couple pages which, pages 6 and 7 that I think are pretty relevant regarding Gautama's teaching. What about his teaching? We already know some of the, we know the basic tenets of his teaching. We know that already. Fourfold noble truth, that's basic. Look, there's some more, but that's most basic. But what about the quality of his teachings? What about the man himself? And if you look at page 6, there's actually 6 different points that are mentioned here about his teaching. Right? What's the first point?
It's accessible.
Accessible.
There's not a big hierarchy or a priest that control it.
Okay. That's true. There's not supposed to be some hierarchy of... Yeah. That the religion is devoid of authority. He means some kind of like authority that one depends on and accepts without question. You don't have that. He said you shouldn't have that. It's not some authority that you just believe and accept without question. Devoid of authority. And so there's a quotation from the sutras which states, "Do not accept what you hear by report. Be lamps unto yourself." You have to be your own authority, right? Second point. Now we're talking here about the original teachings, not about what happened to them, because something did happen to them, which Freud may apply to. But I'm looking at the original teachings. Second point is what? Huh? Okay, so help us out.
The job?
What's that?
Religion devoid of ritual.
Devoid of ritual. What do you think that means? Does anybody have an idea of what that means? What kind of things do you think of when you think of religious ritual? Human sacrifice? Yeah, that's pretty radical. We don't want any of that. No human sacrifices, okay. Or any kind of sacrifice. What in particular might he be referring to that was very important for the Hindu society? What ritual? Fire sacrifice. That kind of thing, right? The idea that there's some kind of symbolic practices or magical movements that have some kind of effect. No rituals.